What's up, what's up, what's up, my friends? Welcome. Get ready. Grab a snack and a bevy. It's time for you and I to have a chit-chat. Straight up facts. Tell it like it is. Laugh till you pee your pants. Cry because you probably needed to. And I can't promise, and I'm not going to throw any F-bombs, but I can promise you'll feel a lot better after listening. It's time to get personal, one-on-one, down and dirty, and have a coffee talk. Buckle up. Let's go. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another coffee talk. Actually, it's the second coffee talk for me in 3 minutes because I apparently just recorded a whole episode, and Peter was sitting at my desk playing Minecraft, and he unplugged my headphones. So I recorded a whole fucking podcast, and it didn't record. Well, it's because my microphone was unplugged. So I just talked to myself in a room for 40 minutes. It was highly entertaining. I'll tell you that. It was highly entertaining. I don't know, or I will try to be as enthusiastic and entertaining the second time around. But I apologize if it's not. There's that. So, let's do this again. Happy Saturday, peeps. I can't, honest to God, you guys, I cannot fucking believe. Like, I ain't got enough shit going on right now. So let's talk about all the shit I got going on right now. I am still in a lupus flare. And I honestly think it's because I have underlying anxieties right now that I don't even recognize I have them myself, is what's happening. Like, all this stuff's happening, and what's, like, my friend Christy described it perfectly when I was chatting with her on the phone, was that I have spent so much time working on not having these rage episodes, and I've suffered from them my whole life. And being able to tolerate and deal with things externally on a more rational methodology, right? So not overreacting or even reacting at all to some things because it affects me, right? But I think what's happening is that because I'm not doing my usual overreacting or rage episode or outbursts, I'm internalizing it. And I'm 100% convinced. I see my therapist next week, so I'll be able to tell you for sure next week, that my body doesn't know what to do with all of this information that normally has me reactive. And now I'm not reactive or trying to be not as reactive, and I'm carrying it inside. And so I'm in a flare because I've never had a flare this long. And now it's affecting, in fact, it's so funny because it just hit me right now. So maybe I needed to have this. Maybe it was intentionally my path to do this podcast twice, because what just popped into my head is that I'm also having a lot of upper flank and lower abdominal pain where all my scar tissue is. It happens, but it's spreading to my back. Nope, it's not like appendix, gallbladder, spleen. I don't have any of that, right? So it's scar tissue related. So I'm not going to like the ER, right? But now that I'm looking back at it, and I just clicked in my mind, is that I also have mesenteric paniculitis, which is a rare autoimmune. And so you get these like sharp pains. So naturally now everybody's going to come in and talk over me because I did a podcast that literally, guys, I can't. I just want you guys to know that this is life. Okay. So I just recorded a 40-minute podcast, but somebody unplugged my fucking microphone. So I talked to myself. So now I'm going to re-record, but everybody's fucking times are up on all their electronic devices. So they're just going to interrupt me. And I'm sure, without hesitation, that Buster will have a freak out in the middle of this. And I'm wondering why I'm having like multiple attacks. Honest to God. Anyway, so I think what that has triggered all of this internalization is my mesenteric paniculitis. So I feel a little bit better about this because it just has to pass. It's just managing the pain, and I don't like to take anything for pain, so I'm just gonna have to fucking deal. But it is extremely painful to sit, stand, lay down, everything. So I know my friend Christy had recommended that I spray some mag oil on it, and that did help. It's helping me sleep at night. So in the meantime, I guess I'm just gonna have to figure out how to not carry some of this stuff with me, but I'm starting a cleanse. I'm going to be doing a cleanse. I've rebooted food again. So I'm stuck on this plateau. You know, I wanted to talk about something completely different today, but we're going to talk about this right now since I'm going a new direction. If I got to record twice, I'm going to record what I want. Like, good Lord. I feel like the plant-based works best with me. Like for right now, I'm 100% sure that dairy is a no-go for me. And like an idiot, and it's an addiction. It's a weakness. And it is something that is a bad habit that needs to be changed. But that takes time. You can't beat yourself up. It's me. I don't just give this advice and it doesn't happen to me. Okay. But I went and ordered, I wanted to try a new coffee, but you can only do at Dunkin' Donuts, and you couldn't try the coffee. It's not available like on the menu. You have to order it online. So I ordered it online, and because I ordered it online, I forgot to change it from milk to oat milk. And so I'm like, well, like it's a coffee. How bad is that going to be? Oh yeah. Okay, Denise, how bad? Coffee and milk. I mean, it's basically a recipe for diarrhea. Let's be honest, okay? When you're dairy sensitive. So, I mean, it's what it is, right? Sorry, not sorry. You guys know Saturdays are sensitive subjects, right? So if you, like at this point, if anybody's still listening to me that gets triggered, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I drank it and I was in the bathroom like all fucking day. It's horrible. And I'm like, I cannot drink anything without the oat milk anymore. And then I did the same thing at breakfast. I ordered a frap instead of my cold brew because I wanted to try it. And I forgot to tell them to put oat milk in it and not milk. So of course, like I barely made it in the door. I'm like, good God. It's like my life right now is like, depending on what I eat, I have to like judge where the restroom is. It's horrible when you have food sensitivities. So dairy is a fucking no-go for me. I'm okay with that. I'm not a fan of sugar. I had a taste for pancakes that were like foo-foo pancakes. They were like cinnamon swirl pancakes or whatnot with the coffee with milk. Oh, good God. And what I didn't know was that they took this like, it's like cream cheese syrup. So picture like syrup frosting. It was too much. I only ate half the pancake and I was scraping the like syrup frosting off to the side. I'm like, yeah, next time I'll know if I have a taste for something sweet that I ask for it on the side. I don't want that like all over my damn pancakes or without it. I didn't really need it at all. I felt like they were sweet enough with like some butter. There's that. But yeah, so I'm trying to amend the plant-based to include and kind of lean into Mediterranean. This allows me to still have my ancient grains, and at the same time, I get to keep like some brined cheeses, like goat cheeses that I'm okay with versus the cow cheese. You know what I'm saying? So more feta, brinza, you know, that kind of stuff. So I've been trying that. Some light fish, that kind of stuff. And what else did we do? I don't remember. Anyway, so that's kind of where I'm headed because I'm stuck on another plateau. So I'm going to do the cleanse, a 5-day cleanse. I'm be doing my detox or just like a starter, a juice starter in the morning after that, you know, after the detox. I won't do the juice starter on the detox, but and go from there and see how that works out and see if that kind of gives me the reset that I need at the same time, because I got to do something. I've never had this part stuck because I know hormones are involved and all that kind of stuff. And plus, you know, the flare doesn't help it. So I'm like, maybe I could just click myself out of all of this by just doing the reset. and just do it from there. I'll let you know how that goes. I'm starting on Monday. Yeah. I had to think, like, when am I starting? Monday. So there's that. We also, oh my gosh. So the dryer, I'm still haven't done laundry from Niagara, you guys, because I haven't felt good. So I actually went and, started to do laundry like 2 weeks later. And then all of a sudden, like the washer's fine. The dryer's fine. We have LG. I love them, whatever. I don't like that it's a front loader. I never buy a front loader again. It's horrible. And I'm too OCD. Like I'm always in there, like cleaning it, scraping stuff. And I can't stand a front loader. So I will not do that again. But I do like LG. We've had zero issues with it in 5 years. And so all of a sudden, like I'm really good with cleaning the lint, cleaning the pipe stuff. You know, I'm always, I got little dusters and little linters for that go down in the tube and all that. But for whatever reason, it was tossing, but there was no heat. So I'm like, so, you know, I don't know if it's like electric with like gas element with electric or electric element. So apparently we hired a serviceman to come out here. So we got a serviceman to come out. He was recommended from the moms group. Really nice guy, local. He came out and took a look at it on Friday, and he was like, it's some sort of heating element thingy majigger. I don't know. But he was like, yeah, I can, you know, I have that part, and I can put it in and it'll be good to go. And he also cleaned out the dryer vent, and he told my husband, because my husband asked, like, is it bad? And he was like, no, actually it's really good compared to what I see. He's like, this, like nothing, you know, but it was all cleaned out. So we're good to go. And, it was a minimal amount of, fee to get that done. It was like, amen to that. Right. So got that done. So now I have like 7 weeks of laundry to do, I feel. So I'm doing that. And because I got to rewash everything that was down there that was damp, right? That never dried. So I'm like, sweet. Great. I'm starting all over again. What else was going on? You know what? I was going to talk about the wedding today, but in all honesty, I don't have it in me after recording for 40 minutes and not having my microphone plugged in. I'm so sorry. But we'll talk about the wedding next week. It'll give me some more material, that kind of stuff. What else? What's our weekly events? So this week we had a meet and greet at the park that was thrown by Peter's new 3rd grade teacher. It was nice to be able to meet some of the parents and the teacher, and she brought popsicles, bonus points from me because they were healthy popsicles. He got to meet, there's 3 new students in his class, so that's pretty cool. And then he got to meet existing students that have been here since kindergarten. And apparently she used to teach kindergarten. So the kids in 3rd grade, some of them she's actually had before, which I think is kind of cool. I'm like, oh, look, everybody loved her. So they're very informative. There's tons of information. As we were laughing about, you know, that there's a Facebook group for parents for like information and whatnot for his class. And it's the class of 2034. Like, let that sink in, people. The class of 2034. I hope I'm alive. I'm just saying, like, that's a legitimate comment. I hope I'm alive. It's like, what the hell, man? So he will graduate high school in 2034. That's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I do have tons of stuff to talk about, like I said, but when you're on a roll and you're talking about stuff, like I have a vibe, and the fact that it wasn't plugged in, is a really good episode. So I want to be able to be on the same vibe. I'm a little agitated about it right now, to be honest with you still. So there's that. What else do we do? He's loving the equestrian still, which I really like. If you would have told me that my kid was going to be into horse riding and riding a horse, I would have been like, yeah, right. But here we are. And he's doing really well in it, and he's maintained interest in it, which is huge. If you have a kid who you let pick activities, not the moms that like just sign their kids up for everything and they're going and then they talk about how busy they are. You know who you are. I want Peter to be in stuff that genuinely interests him, because I wanted to be in stuff, but my parents never did shit. If I wanted stuff, I had to do it myself, which is hard to do when you have to gain like, pay for classes and courses or groups or organizations, and you're trying to work, but you're not old enough to have that many hours. And it's hard, So I want him to be in things that he's genuinely interested in. And it looks like horseback riding is one of them, or equestrian arts. Other than that, he got his retainer. It's been pretty boring over here outside of getting a dryer fixed and trying to recover. I'm working on a crochet project, still playing Minecraft. I have amended my eating like I talked about. I'm doing Green Chef now for those. I didn't realize how big you guys are into what I'm eating, but the services. So we loved Cook Unity. There was nothing wrong with them. It's just for me, I wanted to start cooking again. We have some cooler weather here in Northwest Illinois. So I'm like, I want to start cooking again. So I started ordering from Green Chef. So I love them. And so far, everything we've had is really good. I've never ordered from them before. I wanted them because they're cleaner food and all organic. And when they don't have organic, we actually got something that had peppers in it that were not organic. And they literally sent a little apology card that they had to put a conventional vegetable in because there were no organic available in the current market where they were shopping. And I'm like, that's awesome. I like that, because just because it's organic doesn't mean it's in good shape, guys. I mean, don't eat organic if the fruit looks crappy when you can buy it conventional and just clean it properly. Remember that, okay? And that's about it. There we go. Boom shakalak. Buster's been feeling a lot better now that Natalia's back for the weekend. She's got her little Lulu with her now, which is a little dog. They get along fine. Buster, Sheikah doesn't even know where she is half the time because she's blinder than a bat. Little update on Sheikah. She's not doing too good, guys. Again, she had a little recovery period, but right now she's sleeping pretty much all day. And she's not eating. So she eats a cup of food a day. I split it between 2 meals, half a cup and a half a cup. And she's only eating about a quarter cup, if that. And she's had some bowel movement issues in the house, which she never does. She's had some leakage issues, but we got couch covers for that, so we're good to go with that. We just pull them off, put something else on in the meantime while we wash them, and then put them back on. But I think finally I got Mr. Sith on board with having to kind of reevaluate calling the vet to see if we could take her in to let her pass the Rainbow Bridge in peace. She's not living any life at this point, and she seems to be struggling. She's still drinking water, so that's good as well. She will get up off the couch to go over and drink out of her water bowl, but she's pretty much not awake at all during the day. She just sleeps all day and all night. So, that she does take a walk. She does like her walk still. But she doesn't see anything. She doesn't hear anything. So I think that's her thing with Mr. Sith. So there's that. So I'll keep you guys all posted. This turned into a 18-minute coffee talk instead of a 40-minute coffee talk. I apologize. You know what? Why don't we talk about what I had posted last week on Facebook? So I'll throw it out to you guys first, because you listen to me here and this isn't going anywhere. But I've been really struggling with social media lately. I don't like anything on social media outside catching up with my friends and family and seeing like distant cousins or people abroad that I like to look at. When it comes to actually posting, and those of you who follow me on social media could probably see that I am posting less and less. Here's the deal with social media. Because I came from, I am recovered and healed from network marketing background, I struggle with the fact that I had to post every day, and you have to post because this is how you keep your algorithm, and this, and it's very regimented, and this is how it goes. And if you don't, you're going to ruin your algorithm. And although that is all true, I'm not in that business anymore, or, sham of a business anymore. And I don't like to feel obligated to post. It's kind of an internal mental struggle I've been doing. I'm not getting rid of my social media, but I don't want to feel obligated to post every day. Here's the deal. If I don't post every day, the algorithm's going to bury me, which means I'm going to get less interaction from people who are on the wall. Like I posted something the other day about the wedding and that, can we all wish them congratulations? And I didn't get a 10th of the responses that I normally should get with over 12,000 followers. So it was interesting to me, like, Facebook's already penalizing me for not posting like I do. I'm even having problems with Buster's Instagram. Not that I need to post every day, because I'm not. I'm posting like once a week there. It's just this internal thing that I don't want to feel obligated to post on social media. And I'm kind of struggling with it because at the same time, I want to stay connected to everybody. But on the other hand, I feel like if I stop doing it, or should I say stop feeling the obligation to do so, that I'll then feel more free. And when I do post, it'll be to post because I want to post and not because out of this sense of urgency that I must post. Does that make sense? See, it doesn't really make sense to me unless you come from a background where, influencer, network marketing, where you're told that you have to post every day. There was a point like where in 5 years I posted every day and I didn't miss like a day every day. And that doesn't mean that I won't post. I'll post stuff, but I feel like because there's an obligation to post every day and I'm kind of weaning myself into it, but I also don't want people to be like, oh, you're not interested. It's just this personal struggle. I feel like it's the last step in healing on this journey, that I don't want to feel enslaved to social media. I don't want to feel that when I get up in the morning, I must post content, because I don't want to live my life like that. I want to be in a place where if I do something or whatever, I want to post that content, then that'll happen. But it's not going to happen 7 days a week anymore. And I'm already kind of doing that now. Like I haven't posted yet today, but I posted like 3 days in a row, or I'll post late, that kind of stuff. So I know I'm already in that transition, but there's this internal fear that I'm going to lose the followers, but I shouldn't care about that. You know what I'm saying? It's this like internal struggle. So, love your support on that. If you can reach out to me on social media and let me know that you don't care if that happens. I was going to go live, but somebody had said, here's me. Like, are Facebook Lives even a thing anymore? I don't even know. But my friend Carrie was like, yeah, you should just do a live from your podcast. And I'm like, yeah, I did that. And then I didn't know where my episode was. Like after it happened, like, no, I don't think anybody even knows that exists, that there's a live section where I can go live and do stuff. But it also is not like me physically, like a camera. So I don't know. There's that. I'm still tossing that around to the wind. That's all I got for today, peeps. I'll talk about the wedding next week, I promise. And until next Saturday, have a fabulous day. Lead with kindness. Bye.